Hello, everybody. My name is Gissel. Today, I'm just going to be doing my nails. I will be showing you how I do my right hand with my non-dominant hand, only because I actually broke my nail. Don't judge me, I was drunk. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy.
To remove the dip powder, I'm just using the large barrel diamond coarse drill bit. I know some movements may look super repetitive, but I was just trying to remove the nail all at once and in the same motion, so it is a little repetitive. Rewatching this makes it look like I have this in a loop because I just keep going back and forth, back and forth. But I can assure you that every time I'm going back, I am lifting the drill, going back, starting over, lifting, going back, starting over. Here I'm using the 5-in-1 coarse drill bit, and I switched drill bits just to get closer to the cuticle area because with the other one, I don't feel as safe to go near my cuticle area. So the benefit of using an e-file and compare it to a regular nail file is you won't put that much stress on your wrist and it will take less time. And the reason why I'm doing this before soaking off my nails is to just make the dip powder really thin so that way I don't have to wait 30 to 40 minutes by just taking off the top layer. I'm doing it super thin so that way it'll take me about 10 minutes to soak off my nail. I literally had no patience and could not wait the full 10 minutes to 15 minutes. So I just decided to take off the cotton rounds pieces and start filing off the excess dip powder that was left over on my nail. I'm using the 180 grit side of my manual file. For some nails, I did have to use the 100 side grit because the dip powder was a little bit more thicker and it was still on my nail. So I did decide to use the medium under nail cleaner on my nail. Although it looks like it's my natural nail, I actually had a little bit of dip powder left over because I had the natural powder on the first part of my nail. So usually when I start dip powder, I always start with natural powder and it's almost transparent. So, of course, I start prepping the nail by pushing back my cuticles and cleaning up the cuticle area. Next, I start using my cuticle nipper, and believe it or not, I actually have this fast forward, but I do my cuticle cutting so slow and precise that I take my sweet time because I do not want to nick myself at all or give myself any cuts or anything because once that alcohol hits, it's gonna burn. Oh, and by the way, this video is going to have so many different angles. It is tricky to do your right hand with your left hand if your left hand isn't your dominant hand. So, yeah, sorry about that. So next I'm using the cuticle cleaner and this drill bit came in very handy. It made my cuticles look even better, even more precise and clean. It was just great. So now I'm just shaping the nail with my nail file and I'm going for a short stiletto look. Yeah, I want little claws. Also, after shaping each one of my nails, I start buffing it with the 180 grit side so that way I could be prepared for when I put bond, which is the first step. Prepping the nail is probably one of the longest parts, in my opinion, of doing your nails. But after that, once you start the dip powder process, it goes by flying. The first step is to apply bond to your nail, and I believe this is a dehydrator to make sure that everything sticks on your nail. Moving forward to bottle number 2, which is base and my natural dip powder, I'm just building my apex by doing a brush stroke down the middle of my nail. Also, keep in mind that after dipping your nails, you want to tap away the excess and then wipe away each nail with a fluffy brush. Today I'm going to be using black to black, which is a true dark black. I am obsessed with this color. Trying to apply my base as close to the cuticle as possible without touching it, because the worst thing is to have dip powder and your cuticles stuck together, which is why I always keep a cuticle pusher, the pointy side, very close to me so that way I can separate it if it does happen. Do not forget that after each application you have to dust away the extra powder. Now I'm going to be using the dip powder in clear and my recycling system. So my idea is to use Halo dip powder on the nail that's broken because if it's going to stand out for being short, it might as well stand out with a sparkle. Using Seal Protect, which is bottle number 3, I'm just going to apply this all over the nail so I can get ready to shape and file my nails. And you have to wait about a good 20 seconds, I would say, and once you hear like a little click, that's when you're good to go. Moving on to my e-file nail drill, I'm using the Typhoon bit in medium grit to get around my cuticle area and to make sure that I don't cut myself. I completely forgot to bring back my dust collector, but normally for me, when I do my nails, it's kind of hard for it to collect the dust because my hand is always underneath my nail. I use the smooth top fine bit to get even closer to my cuticle because the top of this bit is round so you won't nick yourself at all. This bit is also considered a safety bit, so it's very beginner friendly. Brushing off any excess dust with my nail brush and then going in with a buffer, buffing out any ridges and just smoothing it out. Removing any extra dust with a lint-free wipe and going back in with Seal Protect, which is bottle number 3, and applying it all over the nail, making sure it gets cured. Using bottle number 4, which is top coat, I apply the first layer of top coat, wait about another 10 seconds, and then apply the second coat. After waiting about 2 minutes, we can move on to bottle number 5, which is Nourish Oil, which is basically cuticle oil. And you can spread this around your cuticle area and fingers so you can have a nice shine.
So this is the final look. I added some glitter to this one because if it's gonna stand out for being short, it might as well have some glitter in it. And I think they look amazing. I love them. I'm glad I didn't decide to make them all short like this one because I really wanted claws, and especially in black. I know my hands are a little chubby, but it's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.